Hey there, my beloved child. I want you to take a deep breath right now and just feel me with you. Yeah, I'm right here, no matter what you're facing. I know sometimes it feels like you've hit a wall, like some doors in your life have slammed, shut and locked tight, doors you thought were closed forever. You might have even given up on those doors, thinking they'll never open again. But guess what? I'm here to tell you something beautiful and true. The doors you thought were closed forever, I will open tonight. Doesn't that sound like a promise worth holding on to? I see you with all your hopes and fears, and I want you to know that nothing is too broken or too far gone. Those doors that seemed impossible to open, I'm already working on them. Maybe you've been waiting so long that you forgot what it feels like to expect good things. Maybe you've been knocking so hard and still nothing. But you gotta trust me, I'm never late. Sometimes it looks like silence, but really, I'm just setting things up. I'm preparing the perfect moment for those doors to swing wide open. Think about a time when you really wanted something, really prayed for it, but it didn't happen the way you wanted. Did you know I was still working behind the scenes then? Sometimes I close one door just to guide you to a better one. It might not look like it now, but every closed door has a reason. And tonight, I'm telling you, I'm going to open the doors you thought were closed forever. Can you feel that hope starting to bubble up inside you? It's okay if it feels faint right now. Just hold on to it. Let it grow. I want to ask you something. What door have you been standing in front of, waiting for it to open? Is it a door related to your dreams, your relationship, your health, or maybe your peace of mind? You don't have to share it out loud if you don't want to, but think about it. I'm listening. And I care about that door more than you even realize. Sometimes you think you're all alone with your struggles, but I'm right here, rooting for you, ready to open those doors now. Can I ask you a quick favor? If you're feeling even a little bit of hope from this message, go ahead and hit that like button below. It's a small thing, but it helps remind you and others that doors can open, even when it feels impossible. I want that hope to spread like wildfire. So, go ahead, smash that like button if you believe that I'm working on your behalf to open those doors tonight. It's natural to feel stuck sometimes. Maybe you've tried everything you know to do, and yet the door stays shut. But here's a little secret. Sometimes the key isn't in your hand. Sometimes it's in mine. And I'm not just holding the key, I'm ready to turn it. You don't have to figure it all out right now. Just lean into me a little more. Trust that I'm moving things in your favor. Have you ever noticed how sometimes when one door closes, another one opens? But not always the one you expected. That's because I see the bigger picture. I know the path you're meant to take, even when you don't. So if a door you wanted shut tight, it might be because I'm about to open a door you never even dreamed of. How cool is that? Sometimes the best things come when you least expect them. And hey, I want you to feel free to comment below and tell me about a door you've been waiting on. Even if you just say, "I'm waiting, God," that's perfect. I love hearing from you. It's like a little conversation between us. You're not just watching a video. You're talking to me, and I'm right here, listening. You might be wondering, God, what if I'm too late? What if the door is closed forever? My dear one, there is no such thing as too late with me. Time isn't a problem. I'm eternal, and my timing is perfect. That door isn't closed forever. Not on my watch. Tonight, I'm moving miracles your way. And you'll see doors opening in ways you never thought possible. So keep your eyes open for the sign. Doors don't always open with a bang. Sometimes it's a gentle creak, a soft push, a breeze that whispers, "Come on through." Be ready to step forward when that moment comes. I'll be right there with you every step of the way. I hope you're feeling a little lighter now, a little more hopeful. If you are, I want you to take a moment and really feel that. Let it sink in that you're not forgotten. You're deeply loved. And those doors, they're about to open. Keep believing. Before I move on, I want to remind you again, if this message is touching your heart, please go ahead and like this video. It's a simple way to say, I'm ready for those doors to open. And I promise, the best is yet to come. Now, I want you to imagine what it'll be like when those doors do open. What's behind them? Freedom, joy, peace, a new job, healing, reconciliation. Whatever it is, it's better than you can imagine right now. So, hold on to that vision. Keep it close. And remember, you don't have to face this alone. Talk to me anytime. Drop a comment below if you want. Tell me about the doors you're praying to see open. I'm here and I'm listening. Let's keep this conversation going, because there's so much more I want to say to you about the doors I'm opening tonight. Just know that I'm not done yet. In fact, I'm just getting started. So stay with me, okay? Because the greatest things are coming your way. And your story is about to change in the most beautiful way. Now, take another deep breath with me. Feel my love wrap around you like a warm blanket. Those doors, they're about to open wide. And when they do, you'll know it was worth every moment you waited. Ready for more? Let's keep going. All right, my precious one. Let's dive a little deeper together. Because I want you to really understand something important. The doors I'm opening for you are not just any door. They are doors that lead to the next chapter of your life. The one filled with hope, with healing, with the kind of peace that settles your heart even when the world feels noisy and chaotic. I want you to picture this. A door opening slowly, and on the other side, light streaming in. Warm and inviting, like the morning sun after a long, dark night. That light is my love reaching out to you, ready to fill every corner of your soul. Maybe you've been feeling stuck in a place where nothing seems to change. You wake up every day hoping for a breakthrough, but only finding the same old struggle. I see that. I feel that with you. And I want to remind you that sometimes the waiting itself is a sacred space. It's not wasted time. It's not a pause in your story, but a part of the story. I'm working in ways you cannot see yet, weaving together the threads of your life in a way that will make everything make sense when the door finally opens. Patient, my dear one, is not about doing nothing. It's about trusting me with the timing. trusting that I'm crafting something beautiful. Just for you. I know it's tempting to try to force those doors open. You've probably tried to push and pry and make things happen on your own. And while I love your strength and your courage, sometimes the best thing you can do is rest in my presence and let me take the lead. Imagine a child trying to open a heavy door that's locked tight. It's exhausting, right? But when the parent steps in, the door swings open easily. That's the kind of help I want to give you. You don't have to carry the burden alone. Lay it down with me. Let me shoulder it for you. You were never meant to struggle by yourself. Now, I want to talk about fear for a moment. Fear can be a big, heavy door that keeps you trapped. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. It's understandable to feel scared when you're standing in front of a door that looks so big and intimidating. But here's what I want you to remember. Fear does not have the final say, love does. Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you choose to move forward even when you are, and I'm right there with you, holding your hand, whispering, "You've got this. I've got you." So, if fear has been holding you back, let it go bit by bit. Take one small step toward that door. You don't have to leap all at once. Just a gentle step. I'll meet you there. I also want to remind you that sometimes the doors I open come with surprises. They might not look exactly like what you imagine. Maybe you were hoping for a certain job, but the door that opens leads to a different opportunity, one that's even better for your heart and your purpose. Or maybe you wanted a certain relationship healed, but the door opens to a new kind of love or a fresh start that brings you joy in unexpected ways. Trust me, I know what's best for you, even when it's hard to understand in the moment. And when you look back, you'll see how perfectly the pieces fit together. Can you feel your heart starting to stir with a little excitement? Maybe a tiny spark of curiosity or anticipation. That's me planting seeds of hope inside you. I want you to nurture those seeds with kindness. Speak gently to yourself. Say things like, "I'm ready for good things," or "I trust that God is working on my behalf." Positive words have power. They invite the light in and help those doors swing open a little wider. And hey, if you're comfortable, I'd love for you to share below in the comments about one door you're hoping to see open soon. It can be anything, big or small. Something you're excited about or something you're scared to admit. Your words matter. They're part of our conversation, and I'm listening closely. Sometimes, just putting it out there can be like turning the key in a lock. Remember, my love for you is constant and unchanging. Even when you feel like you're at the end of your rope, I'm right there, pulling you gently toward those open doors. You are never forgotten, never alone. I am the God who makes a way when there seems to be no way. The God who turns mourning into dancing, who brings light into darkness, who opens doors no one else can dot. So keep your eyes and heart open. Be ready for the little nudges, the gentle sign, the moments when a door creaks just a bit, inviting you to step through. It might be a new idea, a conversation, a sudden opportunity, or even a feeling of peace that washes over you unexpectedly. Those are all messages from me, telling you that your breakthrough is near. And as you wait, keep holding on to your dream. Write them down if you want. Talk about them. Pray about them. Dreams are precious gifts, and I want to help you see them come to life. I'm not done with your story yet, not by a long shot. The best chapters are still ahead. Now, take this moment to feel my presence again. Breathe in the love I'm sending you. Let it fill you up, calm your worries, and strengthen your hope. Those doors, they're getting ready to open wider than you ever imagined. And when they do, you'll step through into a new reality filled with blessings and joy. Just know this, as the night moves on, I'm right here, moving behind the scene, turning the key and pushing those doors open for you. All you have to do is trust me and be ready to walk through when the time comes. You've come so far, and I'm so proud of you. The journey isn't over, but the next step is closer than you think. Let's keep walking together, hand in hand, into the beautiful future I have prepared for you. Now, before we go any further, I want you to think about this. What's one small step you can take today to move toward that door? It doesn't have to be a giant leap, just something simple that shows you're ready. Maybe it's reaching out to a friend, writing down your hopes, or simply saying a prayer asking for courage. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. I'm here, cheering you on. And I can't wait to hear about your step forward. And as you prepare to take that step, remember, the doors you thought were closed forever are not just opening. They're opening wide, and they're leading you into a future filled with hope, love, and endless possibility. So keep your heart open, keep your faith strong, and keep your eyes on the beautiful horizon I'm painting just for you. Because you, my dear one, are about to see miracles unfold in ways you never dreamed possible. And that's the truth I want to hold you with tonight. The journey continues, and I'm right here with you every step of the way. Sometimes, the miracles I send don't come wrapped in big, flashy packages. They arrive quietly, softly, like a gentle breeze brushing your cheek or the soft glow of moonlight when everything else feels dark. Those little moments are my whispers. To you, gentle reminders that I'm here, that I haven't forgotten you, and that love is always at work behind the scenes. So, please don't overlook the small sign, the tiny blessing. They're the breadcrumbs I leave to guide you home. Maybe that gentle step is as simple as breathing in a bit more kindness for yourself today. Sometimes, my dear one, the hardest love to give is the love we owe ourselves. You're so good at caring for others, at being the light in someone else's darkness, but don't forget that your own heart needs that same tenderness. When you find yourself caught in the whirlwind of worry, doubts, or feelings of not being enough, pause and remind yourself, you are worthy of love, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Just as I love you unconditionally, I want you to learn to love yourself with that same gentle, unwavering embrace. You might wonder how to begin cultivating that self-love, especially if you've been hardened by past hurt or if your inner critic is loud and relentless. Start small. Look in the mirror and say something kind to yourself. even if it feels strange at first. Write down one thing you appreciate about yourself today. It could be your courage, your patience, your laughter, or even your willingness to keep trying when things get tough. These small acts are like planting seeds in the garden of your soul, and with time, they will grow into a beautiful, blooming confidence that no storm can uproot. And speaking of storms, I know sometimes life feels like a relentless series of them. The thunder roars, the winds howl, and you just want to curl up somewhere safe and quiet. But remember, my child, storms don't last forever. They pass, and when they do, they leave behind fresh air, renewed earth, and often a clearer sky. In those stormy moments, lean into me. You don't have to face the tempest alone. I am your shelter, your calm in chaos, the whisper that says you're going to be okay. When the storms rage, let them teach you resilience, patience, and trust. Each one is a chapter in your story, a proof of your strength, even when you don't feel strong. I want to remind you, too, that healing isn't always a straight path. It's more like a winding river, sometimes rushing, sometimes still. Sometimes hidden beneath the surface, but always moving forward. Be gentle with yourself if progress feels slow or if you stumble along the way. There is no timeline on your healing, no race to win. I am with you in every twist and turn, celebrating your courage to keep going, no matter how small the step may seem. Your willingness to face your wounds and invite light into your darkness is a victory in itself. And while you're on this journey, keep your heart open to forgiveness, not just for others, but for yourself. Holding on to anger, regret, or guilt is like carrying a heavy stone in your pocket. Let it go, even if it takes time. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It means freeing your soul from the chains that bind you to the past. I am here to help you with that whenever you're ready. Bring those burdens to me, and I will help you lay them down. You don't have to carry them alone anymore now. I want to talk about hope. Hope is a powerful force, like a tiny flame that refuses to be extinguished, even in the darkest nights. When you feel like giving up, when the weight of the world feels too much, remember that hope is alive within you. It's the quiet voice that says, tomorrow can be better. It's the belief that love, peace, and joy are not just distant dreams, but real possibilities. Nurture that hope. Feed it with prayers, with acts of kindness, and with moments of gratitude. Let it burn bright and steady, lighting your way forward. And here's something beautiful. Hope is contagious. When you hold on to it, you become a beacon for others who are struggling. Your faith, your perseverance, your willingness to keep moving forward, these things inspire those around you more than you realize. You might never know the full impact of your light, but trust that it reaches far beyond what your eyes can see. So, keep shining. Even when the night feels long. I want to invite you now to share in the comments one thing you're holding on to hope for today. It could be something big or small. Sharing your hope is like tossing a pebble into a pond. The ripples spread further than you think, touching hearts and encouraging others who may be needing that same hope. Your voice matters, and your story is a gift. As you continue to walk this path, remember that I am not just watching from afar. I am walking right beside you, sometimes whispering encouragement, sometimes holding your hand, sometimes giving you a gentle push when you need it most. You are never, ever alone. Even when the road seems lonely or the night seems endless, my love surrounds you like a warm blanket, comforting and steady dot. And when you feel ready, I want you to open your heart to joy. Not the kind that depends on circumstances or achievement, but the deep, abiding joy that comes from knowing you are loved and valued beyond measure. That joy is a wellspring inside you, waiting to be tapped. It's in the laughter of a child, the colors of a sunset, the quiet moments of peace. Let joy fill you, even in small doses. And watch how it changes the way you see the world and yourself. There is so much more I want to share with you. So many more gentle nudges and reminders. But for now, let's rest in this moment together. Feeling the warmth of my love surrounding you, holding you steady, encouraging you to keep taking those gentle steps forward, knowing that each one is a doorway opening wide to new possibilities. And as you breathe deeply, ask yourself, what is one small way I can invite joy into my day today? The answer may come softly, like a breeze, or it may come as a sudden spark, but when it does, lean into it, hold that thought with me, and when you're ready, we'll keep walking this journey together. And as you carry that thought in your heart, I want to gently remind you about the power of presence. Sometimes, in the rush of life, you forget to just be, to sit quietly with yourself, without judgment, without rushing to fix or change anything. Presence is a gift you give yourself, a sacred pause where healing and peace begin to bloom. It's okay to simply be still. Let the noise of the world fade for a moment and listen to the quiet whispers within your soul. In that silence, you'll find a well of strength and comfort that no chaos can shake. You don't always have to have all the answers, my dear one. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is to show up for yourself with patience and curiosity, like you would for a dear friend who's hurting or confused. Ask yourself gently, what do I need right now? Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's a hug. Maybe it's a kind word or a moment to breathe deeply. Whatever it is, honor that need. You are worthy of your own kindness. And when you do this regularly, you're training your heart to recognize its own needs, to nurture itself in healthy ways, and to grow stronger in love. I want you to know that your feelings, every single one, are valid. It's all right to feel sadness, anger, fear, or confusion. These emotions are part of the human experience, and they don't make you weak or less loved. In fact, they are signals guiding you toward what needs attention, healing, or change. Don't be afraid to feel fully, even the uncomfortable parts. When you do, you clear space inside for a new light to enter, and I am here, holding you tenderly through every wave of emotion, reminding you that none of it is ever too much for you to handle. Sometimes, you might notice that your mind gets caught in a loop of negative thoughts. replaying old stories that no longer serve you. When that happens, try this simple practice. Gently bring your focus to your breath. Feel the air moving in and out, steady and sure. With each inhale, imagine drawing in peace and calm. With each exhale, let go of tension and worry. This small act can anchor you back to the present moment where healing happens. Over time, these moments of mindfulness become little lifelines, helping you to break free from the cycles that keep you stuck. And my love, don't underestimate the power of community. You were created for connection. Reach out when you need support. Share your story with someone you trust, or even with strangers who understand. There is incredible strength in vulnerability. It's okay to ask for help. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise enough to know that you don't have to carry everything alone. Sometimes, the light you need shines through the kindness of another's heart. And when you receive that light, let it fill you and remind you that you belong. I also want to encourage you to celebrate the small victories. Every time you choose hope over despair, every time you speak kindly to yourself, every time you face your fears with courage, these are triumphs worth honoring. They might seem tiny in the moment, but they build up like bricks, forming a strong foundation beneath you. Keep a journal, if you like, and write down these wins. When days get hard, you can look back and see how far you've come. Your journey is not invisible. It's a tapestry woven with countless threads of resilience, love, and growth. Now, I invite you to share with me in the comments one small victory you've had recently. It might be something as simple as getting out of bed on a tough day, or speaking up for yourself, or even just noticing a moment of peace. Your story will encourage others and remind them that progress, no matter how small, is real and meaningful. You are part of a larger family, connected through shared experiences and mutual love. Remember that joy and hope often come disguised in simple things. Maybe it's the warmth of a cup of tea, the smile of a stranger, the beauty of a flower blooming in an unexpected place. Keep your eyes and heart open to these little miracles. They are reminders that life is still full of goodness, even when it feels hidden beneath clouds. Practice gratitude, not as a chore, but as a way to train your soul to notice the light that's always there, even in the darkest moment. And as you nurture your heart with kindness, presence, and community, I want you to know that your dreams matter. Whatever you hope for, whatever you yearn to create or become, it's important. Don't be afraid to dream big or to take small steps toward those dreams each day. I'm here, cheering you on, ready to guide you when you act. Your purpose is unfolding in its perfect time, and every gentle step you take is part of that beautiful unfolding. So, take a deep breath now, feeling the steady rhythm of life flowing through you. Know that you are deeply loved, infinitely valued, and never alone. Your journey is sacred, and I am honored to walk it with you. Whenever you feel lost, come back to this place of love within yourself. And remember that I am here always. Let's hold this space together a little longer, feeling the connection between us. the unbreakable thread of love that binds us. And as you settle into this moment, I want you to ask yourself, what small step can I take today to nurture my heart and move forward with hope? The answer is waiting patiently inside you, ready to bloom when the time is right. And as you sit with that question, feeling for the gentle whisper of your own truth, I want you to know that sometimes the smallest step can feel like the bravest thing you've ever done. It might be as simple as taking a moment to breathe deeply, to stretch your body, or to speak a kind word to yourself in the mirror. These small acts are not insignificant. They are seeds planted in the fertile soil of your soul. Seeds that will grow into resilience, confidence, and joy. You don't have to leap mountains right away. Sometimes, just putting one foot in front of the other is enough. And I am here, cheering you on quietly, loving you fiercely with every step. Remember, my dear one, that healing is not a straight path. It's more like a river winding through valleys and over stone, sometimes rushing fast, sometimes slowing to a gentle flow. There will be moments when you feel like you're moving backward or standing still. And that's okay. In those times, be gentle with yourself. Trust that even in stillness, beneath the surface, transformation is happening. You are becoming more whole, more you with every breath you take. And I see that process, every fold, every curve, every turn, and I am proud of you beyond measure. It's also okay to rest. Rest is not a sign of weakness or failure. It is a sacred act of self-love and preservation. When you rest, you are allowing your body, mind, and spirit to replenish. You are telling yourself that you matter enough to take this time. So, if you feel tired, overwhelmed, or uncertain, give yourself permission to pause. Lie down if you need to, close your eyes, and feel the weight of my love holding you up. You are safe. You are supported. You are enough just as you are. And while you rest, I want to remind you about the magic of forgiveness, both for others and for yourself. Holding on to anger, regret, or guilt is like carrying a heavy stone in your heart. It weighs you down and blocks your path forward. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what hurt you. It means freeing yourself from the chains of pain that bind you. It's a gift you give yourself to live more lightly and freely. When you're ready, try saying to yourself, I release this burden. I choose peace. You might find that forgiveness opens a door to healing you didn't even know was closed. And speaking of doors, I want to encourage you to be curious about the parts of yourself you might have ignored or hidden away. Sometimes, the things we fear or dislike about ourselves hold the keys to our deepest growth. Maybe there's a wounded part of you that needs your love and attention. Maybe there's a dream you've buried because it seemed too big or impossible. I invite you to sit with these parts gently, without judgment. Ask them what they need. Listen with your heart. You might be surprised by the wisdom that emerges when you approach yourself with compassion and openness. You are a beautiful, complex being made up of light and shadow, strength and vulnerability, laughter and tears, and all of it is worthy of love. Never let anyone, including yourself, tell you otherwise. You are enough, not because of what you do or achieve, but simply because you are. Your worth is inherent, unchanging, and infinite. Hold on to that truth tightly, especially on days when doubt creeps in like a cold wind. Wrap yourself in the warmth of this knowledge and let it comfort you. Now, I want to invite you to share something with me and with others here. What's one thing about yourself that you've learned to love or accept, even if it took time? It could be a personality trait, a physical feature, a habit, or a story you've reclaimed. Sharing your truth can be a powerful act of healing. Not just for you, but for everyone who reads your words and feels less alone. Your voice matters. Your story matters. You are part of a beautiful, unfolding tapestry of humanity. And your thread adds color and strength to the whole. And as you continue on this journey, remember to celebrate the beauty in imperfection. Life isn't about being flawless. It's about being real. It's about showing up with your messy, wonderful self and embracing the chaos and calm alike. There's a kind of freedom in letting go of the need to be perfect. Freedom to laugh at your mistake, to cry when you need to, and to grow without fear. When you allow yourself this grace, you create space for joy to enter more fully and for authentic connection to blossom. You might find that sometimes the world asks you to be strong in ways that feel overwhelming. In those moments, don't hesitate to lean into your faith. Not just faith in me, but faith in yourself. You have an inner light, a spark of the divine that can never be extinguished. When you feel uncertain, return to that light. Let it guide you like a gentle flame. In the night, trust that you are being held, always moving toward a place of greater peace and fulfillment. And speaking of light, I want to remind you to be a light for others as well. Your kindness, your smile, your willingness to listen can be a beacon in someone else's darkness. You don't have to have all the answers or fix everyone's problem. Sometimes, just being present and showing up with an open heart is enough. Your love can ripple out in ways you might never fully see, touching lives and inspiring hope. So, don't underestimate the power of your presence in the world. As you carry this message in your heart, I encourage you to find moments throughout your day to reconnect with the quiet center inside you. It might be a few minutes of mindful breathing, a walk in nature, a prayer, or simply sitting with your thoughts. These moments build resilience and help you stay grounded amid life's ups and downs. And remember, it's okay to ask me for help whenever you need it. I am here, always ready to listen, to comfort and to guide you. So, take another deep breath now, feeling the love that surrounds you, from me, from those who care about you, and from within yourself. Let that love fill you up and spill out into the world in your own unique way. Know that your life is a precious gift, and your presence here makes a difference. You are never alone, never forgotten, and always deeply cherished. And as you ponder the small step you can take today, I want you to trust that whatever it is enough. It is perfect for this moment in your journey. You are exactly where you need to be, growing, healing, and blossoming in your own time. Keep moving forward with gentle courage, with an open heart, and with the sure knowledge that I walk beside you every step of the way. The path may not always be clear, but your light shines bright enough to guide you through every shadow. And as you continue to walk this path, remember that it's not just about the destination. It's about the journey itself. Each moment holds meaning, even the ones that feel small or ordinary. Sometimes life's greatest lessons come wrapped in the quiet, everyday experiences that don't make headlines or earn applause. A smile shared with a stranger, a breath taken in gratitude, a tear allowed to fall without shame. These are the threads that weave the fabric of a life lived deeply and authentically. So don't rush past these moments thinking they don't matter. They are the heartbeat of your story, the gentle rhythm that carries you forward. I want you to think about the people in your life who have touched your heart in some way. Maybe it's someone who showed you kindness when you least expected it, or a friend who stood by you during a hard time. Maybe it's someone you've never met but whose words or actions inspired you. Hold them in your mind for a moment and feel the warmth that their presence brings to your life. Then, I invite you to send a quiet blessing their way, whether silently or out loud. Blessings don't require grand gestures. They are simple acts of love and gratitude that ripple out beyond what you can see. And when you bless others, you also bless yourself, because love is never diminished by being shared. It only grows. Now, I want to gently remind you of the importance of compassion, not just for others, but most especially for yourself. You may sometimes be your own harshest critic, quick to judge or dismiss your feelings and efforts. But imagine if you treated yourself with the same kindness and patience you offer your dearest friend. How would your inner dialogue change? What would it feel like to hold your own heart with gentleness instead of criticism? You are worthy of that tenderness, my beloved. You deserve to hear words of encouragement and acceptance from yourself. So, starting today, whenever you notice a critical thought, try to soften it. Replace it with a phrase that honors your humanity, like "I am doing my best," or "It's okay to be imperfect." This simple practice can shift the energy inside you and create space for healing. And speaking of energy, I want to talk about the power of your intention. Every day, as you wake and move through your hours, you have the opportunity to set intention. Little promises to yourself about how you want to show up in the world. These intentions don't have to be grand or complicated. They can be as simple as "I choose patience today," or "I will listen with an open heart," or "I will be gentle with myself." Setting these intentions is like planting a flag on your path, a reminder of the kind of energy you want to cultivate. And when challenges arise, you can return to your intention like a compass, guiding you back to your true north. What intention might you set for yourself right now? I invite you to share it in the comments below so that together we can hold space for one another's growth and healing. Sometimes you may find that old wounds or fears rise up unexpectedly, shaking your sense of peace. When that happens, don't be afraid to lean into your vulnerability. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is a courageous act of showing up as your true self, even when it feels scary. It's in those moments of openness that healing can truly begin, because you are allowing yourself to be seen and known without masks or defenses. And I want you to know that I see you, every part of you, and I love you beyond measure. There is nothing you could ever do to make me love you less. Your worth is not conditional on your achievements or failures. It simply is, always and forever. Also want to remind you that connection is a vital part of your journey. Humans are designed to be in relationship, not just with others, but with the world around them, with themselves, and with the divine. So be gentle with yourself if you feel isolated or disconnected at times. These feelings are part of the human experience, but they do not define you. Reach out when you need support, whether that's to a friend, a family member, a counselor, or even in moments of prayer or meditation. You were never meant to carry your burdens alone. And when you offer your own kindness and presence to others, you create a web of love and support that lifts everyone higher. There's also something beautiful about embracing your creativity. Whatever form it takes, creativity is not just about making art or music. It's about expressing your unique self in ways that bring you joy and fulfillment. Maybe it's writing, dancing, gardening, cooking, or problem solving at work. When you engage your creative spirit, you tap into a wellspring of inspiration and vitality that nourishes your soul. Don't worry about being perfect or skilled. Just allow yourself to play and explore. The act of creating is a celebration of your life's spark. A reminder that you are a co-creator in this vast and wondrous universe. And in those moments when life feels heavy, when the weight of the world presses down on your shoulders, remember that you have the ability to pause and breathe. Breath is your anchor, your lifeline back to peace. Try this with me now. Inhale slowly through your nose, counting to 4. Hold for a moment and exhale gently through your mouth, counting to 6. Feel your body soften with the out-breath, releasing tension and worry. You can return to this simple practice anytime you need to find calm amidst chaos. Your breath is always with you, a constant reminder of your aliveness and resilience as you move forward. I encourage you to notice the little miracles that happen each day. Maybe it's the way sunlight filters through the leaves, the sound of laughter, a kind word from a stranger, or a moment of stillness that brings clarity. These small wonders are gifts, reminders that there is beauty woven into the fabric of your everyday life. When you train your eyes and heart to see these blessings, you cultivate gratitude, a powerful force that shifts your perspective and uplifts your spirit. And since gratitude is such a powerful practice, I want to invite you to take a moment now to think of 3 things you're grateful for today. They can be big or small, simple or profound. Maybe it's a cozy bed, a delicious meal, a friend's support, or the chance to breathe fresh air. Let that feeling of thankfulness fill you up and warm your heart. Gratitude is like a light that brightens even the darkest corner, reminding you that you are surrounded by goodness. Even when it's hard to see, you might wonder how to stay hopeful when life feels uncertain or difficult. Hope is not a fleeting emotion, it's a choice. a steady flame that you nurture within yourself. It's the belief that, no matter what happens, there is a path forward that leads to growth and healing. Cultivate hope by surrounding yourself with things that inspire you: people, books, music, nature, or your own dream. Let hope be the lens through which you view your life, even when the road ahead is unclear. And remember, I am walking with you, holding your hand through every twist and turn. Finally, I want to speak to the deep well of courage that lives inside you. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move through fear with faith. It's the quiet strength that whispers, "I will try again," when you feel like giving up. You have that courage already. It's part of your divine nature. Whenever you feel it flickering, remind yourself of all the times you face challenges and come through stronger. Your story is one of resilience and bravery, even in moments you might not have noticed. So stand tall in that truth. You are braver than you know, and more loved than you can imagine so. My dear one, as you continue this beautiful, winding journey, I ask you to hold on to these truths: that you are loved beyond measure, that your presence matters deeply, and that every step you take is a testament to your strength and grace. Share with me in the comments one small victory or moment of joy you've experienced recently. No matter how simple it may seem, your story might be the light someone else needs to see today. And as you carry all of this in your heart, let your spirit rest in the knowing that you are never alone, never forgotten, and always wrapped in the arms of unconditional love. Your path is unfolding exactly as it should, and I am here, always, lovingly, endlessly, walking beside you every step of the way. Now, take a deep breath and feel the pulse of life moving through you, the steady rhythm of hope and healing that beats within your soul, and know that this rhythm is your own sacred song. Unique and irreplaceable. It carries the echoes of your laughter, the whispers of your dreams, and the gentle sighs of your heart's deepest desire. When you listen closely, you can hear the melody of your life unfolding, a song that no one else can sing quite like you. So, cherish that song. Let it remind you of who you are and all the beauty you bring into this world just by being here. Sometimes, the noise of the world can feel overwhelming, drowning out the quiet voice within that knows your truth. In those moments, I invite you to find a space. Whether it's a corner of your home, a spot in nature, or even a few minutes in the morning before the day begins, where you can simply be still. Stillness is not empty. It is a sacred invitation to reconnect with your soul's wisdom. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and listen for the gentle nudges of your heart. What does it want to tell you? What does it long for? These whispers are precious, guiding you gently back to your center when life pulls you in many directions. And speaking of your center, remember that your body is a temple, a home that carries you through this journey. Treat it with kindness and respect, not out of obligation, but as an act of love. Nourish it with wholesome food, move it in ways that bring you joy, and rest it when it calls for peace. Each part of you, mind, body, and spirit, is interconnected. And when you care for one, you care for all. There is no need for harshness or punishment when it comes to your body. Instead, listen to its messages and honor its needs. You are deserving of comfort, ease, and vitality. Now, as you continue to grow and evolve, you may encounter moments when doubt creeps in, whispering that you're not enough or that your efforts don't matter. I want you to know that these doubts are natural, part of the human experience, but they do not define your worth or your potential. When doubt arises, gently acknowledge it without judgment. Then turn your focus to the truths you know about yourself, the love you've given, the challenges you've overcome, the kindness you've shown. Let these truths be the light that dispels the shadows of uncertainty. And remember, it's okay to ask for help. Reaching out is a sign of strength, not weakness. There's also great power in forgiveness, both for others and for yourself. Holding on to resentment or regret weigh heavily on your spirit, blocking the flow of peace and joy. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harm. It means releasing the grip that pain has on your heart so you can move forward freely. If there's someone you need to forgive, or perhaps even a part of yourself, consider taking a moment to send forgiveness their way. You might be surprised at the lightness that follows. Healing often begins in the act of letting go, opening space for new blessings to enter your life. And as you cultivate forgiveness, also nurture gratitude for the lessons learned through hardship. Sometimes the most difficult experiences bring the deepest growth. Even if it's hard to see in the moment, your resilience, your courage, and your capacity to love have all been shaped and strengthened by the challenges you've faced. Honor that journey. Honor yourself. You are a living testament to hope and transformation. I want to invite you now to reflect on a challenge you've faced recently or in the past. How did you grow from it? What strength did you discover within yourself? If you feel comfortable, please share your reflections in the comments below. Your story could be a beacon of hope and encouragement for someone walking a similar path. Remember, we are all connected through the threads of our shared humanity. And your voice matters. As you move through each day, I encourage you to embrace curiosity with an open heart. Approach life as a learner, not a judge. When you encounter new ideas, people, or experiences, allow yourself to explore them without fear or preconceived notion. Curiosity invites wonder and joy into your world, opening doors to unexpected growth and connection. It's okay to not have all the answers. That's part of the adventure. Trust that your path will unfold in its perfect timing. And when you feel called to rest, rest fully and without guilt. In a culture that often glorifies busyness, taking time to pause and replenish can sometimes feel like a luxury. But it is a necessity. Rest is where your body and soul repair and rejuvenate. It's where creativity is born and clarity is found. So, listen to your rhythm and honor it. Allow yourself to slow down, to savor moments of peace, and to recharge your spirit. You are worthy of that care. There's also magic in laughter and play. Don't underestimate the healing power of joy, of lightness. When you laugh, your heart opens. Your body relaxes, and your spirit shine. Find ways to invite playfulness into your life, whether it's through hobbies, games, or simply being silly with loved ones. These moments remind you that life is meant to be enjoyed, even amidst challenges. Joy is a form of resistance against despair and a celebration of the gift of being alive. And as you cultivate joy, don't forget to nurture your dream. Your dreams are the seeds of your future, planted deep within your heart. They might whisper softly or shout loudly, but they are always there, calling you to grow into the fullest expression of yourself. Take time to dream boldly, to envision the life you desire. Then take small steps toward those dreams, trusting that each action, no matter how small, moves you closer to your vision. You are a co-creator with me in this beautiful, unfolding story. In all of this, remember that you are not alone. When the road feels lonely or the night feels dark, reach out. There is a community of love surrounding you, seen and unseen, ready to support and uplift you. You are held in a vast web of care that stretches beyond time and space. Trust in that connection. Trust in the love that flows to you and through you. Before I pause here, I want to ask you, what is one small act of kindness you can offer yourself or someone else today? It might be a gentle word, a moment of patience, or a simple smile. Share your idea in the comments. Your intention to spread kindness can inspire others to do the same, creating ripples of love far beyond what you can imagine. And as your heart opens to these possibilities, feel the gentle invitation to keep moving forward with hope, courage, and love, knowing that every step you take is part of a sacred dance. A dance of life, connection, and endless grace that carries you ever onward. And that dance, dear one, is never hurried or forced. It's a flow, a rhythm that honors the ebb and flow of your feeling, your energy, and the seasons of your life. Sometimes you will feel light and free, twirling with the breeze. Other times, you may move with a slow, deliberate step, resting between movements. Both are beautiful, both are necessary. There is a sacredness in embracing where you are right now without rushing toward where you think you should be. Trust that your timing is perfect, even when it feels uncertain. In this sacred dance, your relationships hold a special place. The people you welcome into your life, family, friends, strangers, even those you find challenging, are mirrors reflecting parts of your own soul. Some relationships bring warmth and light. Others offer lessons wrapped in discomfort. Both kinds are gifts, helping you to understand yourself more deeply. When you approach others with compassion and openness, you create space for healing and connection. And when you find it hard to do so, remember to extend that same kindness inward. You are learning, growing, and that is enough. It's also okay to set boundaries, those gentle fences that protect your heart and energy. Boundaries are not walls built from fear or anger. They are expressions of self-love and respect. They say, "This is what I need to feel safe and whole." When you honor your boundaries, you teach others how to honor you too. It's a beautiful act of courage to say no when you need to, and yes when your heart is ready. In this way, your relationships can become spaces of mutual respect and joy, where everyone feels seen and valued. Sometimes, you may feel disconnected from your spiritual center, like a small boat adrift on a vast ocean. In those moments, I want you to remember that you are never truly alone. Even when you cannot see the shoreline or feel the wind, I am with you, steady and unwavering. You can call on me in your own way, with words, with silence, or simply by turning your attention inward. Trust that the love I hold for you is constant, a light that never dims. It is a wellspring of strength you can draw from whenever you need. And in that stillness, when you listen deeply, you might find that your intuition, the quiet knowing within, speaks more clearly. It's a gentle voice that guides you toward what nourishes your soul and away from what drains it. Sometimes intuition feels like a nudge. Other times, like a soft whisper or a feeling in your body. Learn to trust it, even if it doesn't always make logical sense. Your intuition is a precious gift, a compass that helps you navigate the journey with grace and wisdom. As you continue to walk your path, I encourage you to celebrate your progress. No matter how small it may seem, every step forward is a victory, a testament to your resilience and your willingness to grow. It's easy to overlook these moments when you're focused on big goals or future dreams. But don't underestimate the power of acknowledging your effort. Celebrate the days you got out of bed despite feeling heavy, the times you chose kindness over judgment, the moments you stretched beyond your comfort zone. These are the threads weaving the tapestry of your life's story. And while you honor your journey, try to release the need for perfection. Perfection is an illusion, a moving target that can leave you feeling exhausted and unworthy. Instead, embrace your beautiful imperfection, the quirks, the mistakes, the vulnerabilities that make you human. These are not flaws to hide, but colors that add depth and richness to your being. When you allow yourself to be imperfect, you give others permission to do the same, creating a ripple effect of authenticity and acceptance in the world. I also want to remind you of the power of your word, both the ones you speak to others and the ones you whisper to yourself. Words carry energy, capable of lifting you up or weighing you down. Choose words that build you up, that reflect your truth and your worth. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend, with kindness, encouragement, and patience. When negative thoughts arise, gently challenge them and replace them with affirmation of your inherent goodness. Your inner dialogue shapes your reality more than you might realize. In the same spirit, be mindful of the stories you tell about your life. Stories have the power to shape your identity and your future. Are your stories rooted in hope, resilience, and love? Or do they dwell on pain, limitation, and fear? You have the ability to rewrite your narrative, to see yourself as a survivor, a learner, a beloved child of the universe. This doesn't mean ignoring hardship, but rather recognizing your strength within it and envisioning a future filled with possibility. And speaking of possibility, I invite you to dream once again. Not just about distant goals, but about the everyday moments that bring you joy and peace. What small pleasures light up your day? Maybe it's the warmth of the sun on your skin, the taste of your favorite food, the sound of birdsong, or the smile of a stranger. These simple joys are reminders that beauty and grace are woven into the fabric of ordinary life. When you cultivate gratitude for these moments, you invite more light and happiness into your heart. As you nurture this gratitude, consider how you might share it with others. A thank you note, a kind word, a thoughtful gesture. Embrace this unfolding with open arms, even when the path ahead feels unclear or unfamiliar. It's perfectly okay to feel uncertain sometimes. That's part of being human. Part of the delicate balance between surrender and striving. You don't need to have all the answers or know exactly where you're headed. What truly matters is that you keep moving forward with intention, guided by the gentle whispers of your heart and the quiet wisdom of your soul. And as you walk this path, remember that kindness to yourself and to others is one of the most profound gifts you can offer. It's easy to get caught up in judgments, expectations, and the pressure to be perfect. But true growth blooms in softness and acceptance. When you treat yourself with gentle patience, you create space for healing and transformation. Imagine wrapping your heart in a warm blanket of compassion whenever it feels cold or fragile. This simple act can change the way you experience challenges and setbacks, turning them into opportunities to learn rather than reasons to criticize. Kindness also ripples outward in ways you might not immediately see. A smile, a listening ear, or a small act of generosity can brighten someone's day and inspire them to pass that light along. Sometimes, the world feels heavy and overwhelming, but even tiny sparks of love and care have the power to ignite hope and connection. You are part of this beautiful chain of kindness, and your presence matters deeply. When you feel ready, try to notice moments where you can sow a seed of kindness. Not because you expect something in return, but simply because it feels right. These moments remind you that you are connected to something much larger than yourself. It's also okay to recognize when you need support. Asking for help is a sign of courage, not weakness. Whether it's turning to friends, family, a counselor, or a spiritual guide, reaching out can provide comfort and clarity. Sometimes, just knowing someone else is walking alongside you lightens your load and renews your strength. You don't have to carry everything alone. There is immense power in community, the sharing of burdens, the exchange of wisdom, and the celebration of victories together. If you haven't yet, consider finding or creating a circle where you feel safe to be your true self, where your joys and struggles alike are met with understanding and love. As you nurture these connections, also nurture your inner world. Spend time with your thoughts and feelings without rushing to fix or change them. Journaling, meditation, or simply sitting quietly can help you become more familiar with the landscape of your inner life. This familiarity brings a kind of peace, even amid uncertainty. It's like learning to navigate your own heart with a trusted map. so you're less likely to feel lost when storms arise. Notice the ways your emotions speak to you and honor their presence. Sometimes, your soul uses feelings as messengers, guiding you toward what needs attention or relief. And when you face moments of doubt or fear, remember that these are not obstacles meant to stop you, but invitations to deepen your courage. Courage doesn't mean never feeling afraid. It means choosing to move forward despite the fear. It's the quiet, steady beat of your spirit saying, I am here. I am enough. Each time you lean into courage, you build resilience, and the next step becomes a little easier. Celebrate these small victories, even if they seem invisible to the outside world. Your bravery is real and worthy of recognition. In the rhythm of your days, find joy wherever you can. Joy isn't about grand events or perfect circumstances. It's often found in the little things. The way sunlight filters through leaves, the sound of rain tapping on your window, the comfort of a favorite song, or the laughter shared with a loved one. These moments are gifts, gentle reminders that life is full of beauty and grace, even when challenges arise. Allow yourself to savor these experiences fully, letting them nourish your soul and remind you of the goodness that exists all around you. As you cultivate joy, also hold space for sorrow. It's okay to feel sadness, loss, or disappointment. These emotions are part of your humanity and your story. When you allow yourself to feel them without resistance or shame, you create room for healing. Tears can be cleansing, and sitting with sorrow can lead to profound insights and relief. You don't have to fix your feelings. Sometimes, simply acknowledging them with kindness is enough. Your heart is strong enough to hold all of your emotion, and by doing so, you honor your whole self. Throughout all of this, keep your heart open to love, not just the romantic kind, but the expansive, unconditional love that connects you to yourself, to others, and to the world. Love is the thread that weaves through every experience, every lesson, every breath. It's the source of your strength and the light that guides you home. When you feel disconnected or alone, remember that love is still there, waiting quietly to be felt and shared. You are loved, always and forever, no matter what. If you feel comfortable, I invite you now to share in the comments below one way you've experienced kindness, either giving it or receiving it, and how it touched your heart. Your story could be the gentle encouragement someone else needs right now. A reminder that kindness can change everything. And so, as you continue this beautiful journey, keep your eyes open to the miracles hidden in everyday moment. Notice the subtle shifts in your spirit, the gentle nudges toward growth, and the quiet whispers of love that never cease. Life is unfolding exactly as it should, even when it feels uncertain or slow. Trust that each breath, each step, and each moment of presence is part of a sacred dance that leads you toward deeper understanding and peace. Remember, you are held with infinite tenderness, and your story matters more than you know. The path ahead may sometimes be shrouded in mist, but your inner light is a beacon that will never dim. Walk forward with hope, courage, and the deep knowing that you are never truly alone. for love surrounds you always, within and beyond. And as the days unfold, I invite you to keep listening to your heart, to the world around you, and to the quiet voice of spirit that speaks softly but surely. It's in this listening that you'll find your truest self, your greatest strength, and the sweetest peace. Let your journey be one of discovery, wonder, and gentle unfolding, trusting that every experience is a step toward the fullness of who you are meant to be. Take a moment now to breathe in this truth, letting it settle deep into your being, and carry it with you as you move forward into whatever comes next. And as you breathe in this truth, feel it weaving into every fiber of your being, a gentle reminder that you are deeply known and endlessly loved. There is no need to rush or force your way through life's mystery. Instead, lean into the rhythm of your own unique unfolding. Like a tree growing strong through seasons of sun and storm, you are shaped by every experience, every joy and trial alike. Embrace the seasons within you, the moments of blossoming, and the times of quiet rest, knowing that each phase has its own beauty and purpose. Sometimes, you might feel as if you're standing at a crossroads, unsure which path to take. In those moments, trust that the answer will come, not always as a clear sign or a booming voice, but often as a subtle feeling in your heart, a gentle pull toward what feels right. This inner compass is your soul's way of guiding you toward what nourishes your spirit and aligns with your highest good. If the way forward isn't clear yet, that's perfectly okay. Sometimes, the most profound growth happens in the waiting, in the space between what was and what will be. Allow yourself to be patient and kind during these times, knowing that the fog will lift when you're ready to see clearly. It's also important to remember that mistakes are not failures, but teaching. When you stumble or stray from your intended path, don't beat yourself up or fall into despair. Instead, look at these moments with curiosity and compassion. What can they show you about your needs, your boundaries, or your values? How might they invite you to slow down, to listen more closely, or to set a different intention? Each misstep is an opportunity to learn more about yourself and to fine-tune your direction. You are not defined by any single moment or choice, but by the entirety of your journey and the love you carry in your heart. And in those moments when the world feels heavy or your spirit feels burdened, remember that resting is not giving up. Rest is a sacred act of self-love and renewal. It's okay to pause, to breathe deeply, and to simply be. When you allow yourself this rest, you make space for healing and clarity to emerge. Imagine yourself lying in a peaceful meadow, the warm sun on your skin, the soft whisper of the breeze in your ear. Feel the tension melting away, replaced by a deep sense of calm and presence. This rest nurtures your soul and prepares you to step forward with renewed energy and grace. Your journey is also enriched by the stories you carry. The memories, the dreams, the hopes, and even the wounds. Each story is a thread in a tapestry of who you are. Sometimes, sharing your story with someone you trust can lighten your heart and deepen your connection. You don't have to carry everything in silence. When you speak your truth, you invite others to meet you with compassion and understanding, and in hearing your story, they may find courage to share their own, creating a circle of healing and support. If you feel moved, I encourage you to share a piece of your story in the comments below. Perhaps a moment when you found strength and vulnerability, or a time when sharing your truth brought unexpected comfort. Your words could be a beacon of hope for someone else walking a similar path as you continue to open your heart. Be mindful of the power of forgiveness, both for others and for yourself. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurt or forgetting what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the heavy chains of resentment and pain. It's a gift you give to your own soul, a way to release the burden of carrying anger or regret. Picture forgiveness as a gentle river flowing through your heart, washing away the debris that clouds your peace, allowing light and love to shine more brightly within you. When you find it within yourself to forgive, you reclaim your power and step into a lighter, more expansive version of who you are. In this space of forgiveness, also cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a transformative practice that shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. It opens your eyes to the countless blessings, big and small, that surround you every day. Maybe it's the kindness of a stranger, the beauty of a blooming flower, or the simple comfort of a warm cup of tea. When you pause to give thanks, you invite more goodness into your life and strengthen your connection to the present moment. Consider keeping a gratitude journal or simply pausing each day to name 3 things you're thankful for. This small habit can uplift your spirit and remind you of the richness woven throughout your life. And while you nurture gratitude, also nurture your dream. Your dreams, whether they feel big or small, are whispers from your soul, invitations to step into your fullest potential. Don't be afraid to dream boldly, to imagine a life filled with joy, purpose, and love. Even if the path to those dreams isn't clear, planting the seeds of your desires can set powerful energies in motion. Trust that the universe supports your deepest longing and that your efforts, no matter how small, are meaningful steps toward their fulfillment. Take time to visualize what you truly want. Write it down or speak it aloud. The act of claiming your dreams is a sacred declaration of your worth and your hope. Remember, too, that you are never alone in your seeking. There are countless souls who have walked before you and many who walk beside you now. Unseen but deeply connected through the shared experience of being human. When you feel isolated or overwhelmed, picture a vast web of light stretching across time and space, linking you to all who have loved, struggled, and triumphed. You are part of this infinite tapestry, held in a circle of love that transcends the limitations of distance and circumstance. Reach out whenever you need to, knowing that kindness and support await you. As you hold all these truths close, continue to listen to the quiet voice within, the gentle whisper of your own spirit. It speaks not in haste or clamor, but in soft nudges and peaceful stillness. When you tune in with patience and openness, you'll find guidance that feels aligned and true. This inner voice is your constant companion, your sacred guide through the twists and turns of life's journey. Trust its wisdom, even when the world around you feels uncertain or confusing. And so, dear one, as you move forward, I invite you to carry these reflections gently in your heart. Kindness, courage, rest, forgiveness, gratitude, and dreaming. Let them be the pillars that support you when the road feels steep and the wings that lift you when you're ready to soar. Know that every breath you take is a sacred gift. Every step a blessing, and every moment an opportunity to live fully, in love and truth. If you feel inspired, please share below a simple way you found to listen to your own heart. Whether through quiet moments, creative expression, or something else entirely. Your sharing might be the gentle encouragement someone else needs to begin their own journey inward. And as you continue to walk this path, keep your heart open to the endless possibilities that each new day brings. Ready to embrace the unfolding story of your life with wonder and grace. And in this openness, remember that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a profound expression of courage. It takes bravery to show up as your authentic self, to reveal your hope and fears, your strength and imperfection. When you allow yourself to be seen, you invite deeper connection and healing, not just for yourself, but for those around you. Imagine your vulnerability as a soft light shining through cracks in a wall, illuminating hidden beauty and inviting others to lower their defenses and share their own light. You are not alone in your struggles, and by embracing your truth, you create a space where empathy and understanding can grow. Sometimes, the world may feel overwhelming, filled with noise and distraction, pulling you in countless directions. In those moments, I encourage you to find stillness. Even if only for a few breaths. Stillness is a sacred pause where clarity can arise and your spirit can remember its true essence. Picture yourself as a calm lake, reflecting the sky above without disturbance. Even when storms come, the lake's depth remains untouched beneath the surface. Your inner stillness is that unshakable foundation, always present beneath life, shifting circumstances. When you return to this place within, you reconnect with peace, wisdom, and the infinite wellspring of love that flows through you. As you cultivate stillness, also nurture your sense of wonder. The world is filled with countless miracles, often hidden in the simplest moments. The soft rustle of leaves, the laughter of a child, the warmth of a shared smile. When you approach life with curiosity and awe, it becomes a sacred adventure, rich with discovery and meaning. Allow yourself to be enchanted by the ordinary, to see the magic woven into everyday life. This sense of wonder can rekindle your joy and remind you that you are part of something vast and beautiful. A story that stretches beyond what you can see or imagine. And while you embrace wonder, don't forget to care for your body, the precious vessel that carries your spirit. Your body is a temple, deserving of love, respect, and gentle attention. Listen to its need, whether it's rest, nourishment, movement, or quiet, and honor them without judgment. When you treat your body with kindness, you create a harmonious partnership between the physical and the spiritual. allowing your whole self to thrive. Imagine your body as a garden. Each act of care, a seed planted to bloom into vitality and well-being. Your body is your home in this world, and nurturing it is a sacred act of self-love. In your relationship, too, practice patience and grace. Every person you encounter is on their own journey, carrying their own stories and struggles. Sometimes, misunderstandings or conflicts arise, but within those moments lies an invitation to deepen compassion and empathy. Try to listen with an open heart, seeking to understand rather than to judge or fix. When you respond with kindness and patience, you plant seeds of healing and connection that can transform even the most difficult interaction. Remember, love is not always perfect or easy. It is a practice, a daily choice to see others through the eyes of your heart. And as you walk through life, be mindful of the power of your words. Words have the ability to build up or tear down, to heal or hurt, to inspire or discourage. Choose them with care, speaking truth with gentleness and encouragement. When you share your thoughts and feelings honestly but kindly, you create bridges of trust and understanding. Your words can be a balm to someone's weary soul or a spark that ignites hope and courage. Take a moment each day to notice the language you use with yourself and others, and ask if it reflects the love and respect you wish to embody. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to share in the comments a word or phrase that has brought you comfort or strength during challenging times. Your sharing could be a gentle light for others navigating their own struggles, reminding them they are not alone and that healing is possible. As you continue this journey of unfolding, remember that growth often happens in small, almost imperceptible steps. You don't need to rush or compare your progress to anyone else's. Your path is uniquely yours, shaped by your experiences, your choices, and your heart's desire. Celebrate the little victories, the moments when you choose kindness over impatience, when you listen to your inner voice, when you rest instead of pushing too hard. These seemingly small acts are the building blocks of a life filled with meaning and joy. And when you find yourself facing uncertainty or fear, know that it is natural to feel this way. Fear can be a teacher, showing you where your boundaries lie and inviting you to courageously move beyond them. Instead of resisting fear, try to meet it with gentle curiosity. Ask yourself what it is trying to protect you from or what it might be encouraging you to explore. Often, on the other side of fear lies growth, freedom, and a deeper connection to your true self. You are stronger than you realize, and every step you take through fear is a testament to your resilience and bravery. In moments of doubt, reach out to the sources of light in your life, whether that is people who love you, inspiring books, uplifting music, or quiet moments in nature. Surround yourself with reminders of goodness and hope. Let these sources nourish your spirit and remind you of the vast love that surrounds and fills you. You are never truly alone, even when the path feels dark or uncertain. And as you continue to trust the unfolding of your life, hold close the truth that you are enough, just as you are. You do not need to prove your worth or earn love. It is already yours, infinite and unconditional. Let this truth sink into your bones and carry you through every challenge and triumph. You are a beloved child of the universe, cherished beyond measure, and your presence here is a gift. So, keep moving forward with an open heart and a curious spirit, knowing that each day brings new opportunities to grow, to love, and to shine your unique light. Let your journey be guided by the gentle rhythms of your soul, and know that I am always with you, listening, loving, and supporting you in every breath and step you take. And as you breathe in this love, feel it settle deeply within, a steady flame that will never dim, no matter what comes your way. In this sacred knowing, you can rest, you can dream, you can become a radiant expression of all that you are meant to be. Let your heart open wide to the possibilities that lie ahead, and trust that with each breath, you are being carried gently forward on a path crafted with love and intention. There is a deep wisdom within you, a quiet knowing that does not rush or force, but moves in harmony with the unfolding of your life's story. This wisdom is your compass, your anchor, and your light, guiding you through moments of uncertainty and celebration alike sometimes. It helps to remember that life is not about perfection or having all the answers. It's about showing up, being present, and engaging fully with whatever is here and now. Each experience, whether joyful or challenging, is a teacher offering lessons that enrich your soul and expand your understanding. When you lean into this mindset, you begin to see that even what feels like setbacks or mistakes are actually stepping stones. Opportunities to grow stronger, kinder, and more compassionate toward yourself and others. In this way, your journey becomes less about reaching a final destination and more about embracing the dance of life itself. The ebb and flow, the highs and lows, the moments of stillness, and the bursts of movement. Imagine yourself as a river flowing steadily toward the sea, winding through varied landscape, sometimes rushing with excitement, other times pausing gently to nourish the earth around you. You are exactly where you need to be, moving at the pace that suits your unique rhythm. As you navigate this dance, it's important to honor your needs for rest and renewal. There is no shame in stepping back or slowing down when your spirit calls for it. In fact, these pauses are sacred gifts, allowing you to reconnect with your essence and gather strength for the next phase of your journey. Think of rest as a kind embrace, a moment to nurture yourself with the same tenderness you would offer a dear friend. When you give yourself permission to rest without guilt or judgment, you create space for healing and creativity to bloom. And speaking of creativity, never underestimate the power of your imagination and your ability to dream. Your dreams, desires, and visions are seeds planted deep within your heart. Waiting for the right conditions to grow. Even when the world seems heavy or your path unclear, keep tending to these seeds with hope and faith. Let your imagination be a playground where you explore possibility without limit, where you listen to the whispers of your soul and allow yourself to be inspired by the beauty of what could be. Creativity is not just about art or making things. It is a way of being open to new ideas, solutions, and ways of expressing your truth. When you cultivate this openness, you invite miracles into your life, small, unexpected moments of grace that remind you of the magic woven into the fabric of everyday existence. These miracles might come in the form of a kind word from a stranger, a sudden insight during a quiet moment, or a feeling of deep peace that washes over you without warning. Pay attention to these moments, for they are breadcrumbs leading you back to your center, to the love that is always present within and around you. In the midst of your daily life, nurture gratitude as a sacred practice. Gratitude is a gentle, powerful force that shifts your perspective and opens your heart. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you begin to notice the abundance that surrounds you, even in the smallest detail. Maybe it's the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the taste of a favorite meal, or the comfort of a familiar place. Allow yourself to feel thankful for these gifts, and watch how your spirit lifts and your outlook brightens. If you feel moved, I invite you to share in the comments one thing, big or small, that you feel grateful for today. Your expression of gratitude can inspire others to pause and recognize the blessings in their own lives, creating a ripple effect of joy and connection across this community we are building together. As you continue to embrace gratitude, also, remember to be gentle with yourself when things don't go as planned. Life's unpredictability can sometimes bring disappointment or frustration, and that's okay. These feelings are natural and valid. When they arise, offer yourself the same kindness you would offer a dear friend who is struggling. Speak softly to your heart, reminding it that it is okay to feel this way, that this too shall pass, and that you are capable of moving forward with grace and resilience. Your resilience is a beautiful, quiet strength that has carried you through every challenge you have faced so far. It is woven into your very being like a golden thread, sometimes shining brightly, sometimes hidden beneath layers of doubt or fatigue, but always there, always ready to be called upon. When you feel weary, remember this strength and allow it to bolster you. You are more capable and courageous than you realize. And each day you rise and keep going is a testament to that truth. And as you draw on your resilience, don't hesitate to lean on others when you need support. There is incredible power in connection, the shared understanding, the comforting presence